At the heart of almost every Total War game lies an underlying system. A rock, paper, scissors style combat mechanic that forms its core, or the logic by which it runs. Spears beat cavalry, swords beat spears, and cavalry beats swords and spears too if they are maneuvered well. With that being said, say hello to the unit that breaks this mechanic. The Horse Hewers. These units are unique to the Langobards, who themselves are unique to the people who bought the recently released Langobards DLC and cost 425 talents. They are a tier 2 light melee infantry unit that are meant to be used as shock infantry. With 32 melee attack and a 60 charge bonus, the stats definitely support this, but that is not what differentiates this unit in combat. The Horse Hewers are meant to be used against cavalry as support troops that charge into already engaged enemy cavalry, and they are devastating in this role. With a 30 bonus versus cavalry, not 40 as mentioned in the encyclopedia, these units beat all spear units in terms of killing cavalry quickly, simply because this cavalry bonus, 10 higher than the bonus given to spear units, is paired with a strong melee attack and an incredibly powerful charge. To illustrate, these units kill around 11 stationary Germanic horsemen right off the charge, and rout a Germanic cavalry unit in the time it takes an Alemannic spear unit to cause 5 casualties. If that wasn't enough, these units have access to the Frenzied charge ability, which is very effective, especially for a charge-dependent unit like the Horse Hewers. Plus 25% charge bonus, plus 20% acceleration, and plus 10% charge speed come at a rather low cost of 40% fatigue penalty and minus 5 melee defense. It also makes these units have unbreakable morale, which means even if you forgot to use this before the charge, it still comes in handy later on if you want your unit to fight to the last man. All these stats, these abilities and hidden bonuses make for a very strong specialist unit. But that is not what breaks the system. It is the fact that these units actually do well against enemy infantry that makes them so incredibly cost effective. Slightly below average health of 82 and melee defense of 30 are not very significant because of the damage these units deal on the charge, allowing them to destroy enemy spearmen without taking significant casualties. In a late game situation, against weakened enemy melee infantry, these units can be especially strong since they wouldn't have taken many casualties themselves while supporting the cavalry battle. The one chink in the Horse Hewers' armor though is their lack of armor. These units only wear a cloak, which gives them an armor value of 15, and do not carry any shields. This makes them very vulnerable to missiles. Combining their below average health with their lack of armor also ensures these units will get slaughtered by a cavalry charge. Even if you use Frenzied charge to boost their rather low morale of 40 to unbreakable to counter this, there will simply be too few Horse Hewers left alive if they get charged, no matter how stationary or braced they are. We can draw many similarities between the Horse Hewers and the Folksmen from Rome 2. Both are devastating against cavalry, while doing a good job against infantry, and both are vulnerable to cavalry charges and missile fire. The problem with both these units, however, is that they take away the already limited role of spears in both these games. Still, with the large amounts of cavalry being used in Total War Attila, you will be hard pressed to find a more cost-effective solution to dealing with your enemy's horses. Recommended upgrades? None. Recommended role? Supporting units for already engaged cavalry. Recommended number? 2 to 4. While they are very cost-effective, you cannot replace these units for the other, much sturdier Langobard melee infantry. My name is Blademaster. Hope you enjoyed this unit review and stay tuned for more.